Hi everyone, it's Killshot from 99 Gaming's The Walking Dead and Random Things, your kind of start to your week. We used to do these on Monday nights and then we switched them up to Tuesdays. I don't know, we may get back to Monday nights, but I want to just say thank you to all of you for being here. We got some random topics tonight, just some things to go over, some predictions, not some spoilers. That'll be a little bit later on in the week, but we are going to pick up with our 90 showdown. I know everybody's kind of pumped for that. I see some new faces already jumping in chat. Glad to see everybody here. I'm not, I'm 98%. How about that? I keep getting people, how are you doing, Kills? I'm at that point where I'm good, but I don't have that extra burst of energy that I normally have. You know when you go on a rant or something when you're doing this and you just get a little extra fired up? I don't know that I have that just yet. But we'll see. Maybe there's a topic that I can kind of get it going tonight. You can see a few of the things that we're going to talk about. Just want to say thank you once again. I see a few people popping in. Let me lay a few of the ground rules if you guys are just checking in. These videos, we build them ourselves. So we'll pick a topic, and it's a lot about what you guys say and what you guys want included in this video. So if you don't want something included, don't type it. Everybody will not see what's streaming up, but I will call on you. So I'll see... like Charlie McCormick is back in the house. He says, hey, I really shouldn't be on this late because of school, but WTF. So thanks for being here, Charlie Mack. And I see a whole lot of other people popping in. We will get into a little bit of The Walking Dead. We'll talk about some other topics. That's kind of what we got going on. We got Wednesday Walkers tomorrow night, and then just a whole lot of streams during the week. You guys should know by now. If you don't know by now, I don't know what to tell you. All right, let's get into it. We just finished the first slate. I don't know if Halloween's like one of the big three. I don't think so. The first slate of holidays, Thanksgiving, and inevitably you got people over. You're doing this cooking. You're doing these things. And how many of you, just as a quick, just type a quick 999 in chat. If you went somewhere else for Thanksgiving, if you didn't cook at home, you didn't host. You were actually letting somebody else do the hosting, and you went over to see them. So give me a quick 999 if you have that. And to the person that is here asking for people to subscribe, please don't do that. That's just slightly obnoxious. And that's what happens. You get the smackdown by a moderator when you do that. All right, so Salem Blue went somewhere else. Joseph went somewhere else. Jack, Six Side Sports, E-Beach. Few people. So not everybody was kind of staying at home. So I have to ask, how many of you went somewhere and then bolted early so you didn't have to help them clean up? Just want to know. Give me a 444 if that's the case. Because when you do these things, you have several types of people. You have the people that get there early, and then you have the people that always leave early. You know when you have these events and it's like there's 2 or 3 people always scale out, and then if you're one of the late people that hang out, you get stuck. You get stuck doing like the stuff. Just a little bit. So your kind of easy day of just going over hanging out turns into like 2 hours of helping them clean their place. I know it's wrong, but it happens. See, look at this. At least people are honest. Salem's like, I left and went shopping. Joseph's like, oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, dinner was great. I'm just a little tired. I got to get out of here. Chip did the same thing. It is. I know who I'm not inviting over, but I'm just being honest. All right, so here's a question I have. What are, we're going to tie that into the next thing, because I don't like cleaning. I do it, and I can be honest. There's times that I do hire other people to do it. It's just not. It's not fun. And I know some of you may. Bill Gates likes doing dishes. I read that somewhere. Like he really loves doing it. So what is the worst chore? What do you guys hate worse than anything? That's what I want to know. Well, the problem, Lynn, is when you offer, they're going to say yes. And if they say no, you offer again. And usually by the second and third time, they like, okay, yeah, if you really want to help out. So let's see. Let's see what some of the worst chores are. Cooking. JB, I don't mind cooking. Nicholas says dishes. Kale does not like putting garbage bags in empty containers. I'm okay with all those. I don't consider those as chores. Like, to me, taking out the trash doesn't seem like a chore. Folding laundry, Hassan doesn't like doing it. Walani does not like laundry. Cleaning up after dogs. Got some people dishes. Michelle says dishes. So I'm assuming a lot of you don't trust the dishwasher, right? So you either wash the dishes by hand or you wash the dishes and then put them in the dishwasher too. So it's like double. Yeah, I like vacuuming. Rosie, I have a Roomba. It doesn't do everything, and Morris won't ride it. I don't know. I don't know if I got it because I wanted it to clean, or if I was hoping he would like ride it because I saw that cat in the video do it. But no, he doesn't. What he'll do is he'll get up on a ledge and he'll watch it. Maybe when he gets older he'll ride it. Raking leaves. Stephanie doesn't like raking leaves. See, that type of thing I'm cool with. I can rake leaves. I can cut grass. I mean, I like doing that because to me, once again, that's not like a chore. It's something I just like to do. So the dishwasher holds them and then you wash them after. Okay, I got that. Now, here's the only caveat to raking leaves. Now, if you've got like a few acres of land, which I'm sure some of you do, yeah, raking leaves is probably not a fun thing to do. Dusting. Deidre, I'm going to agree. Now that, I don't like dusting either. I'm going to end up like talking like I was a week ago. Okay, you know what? I just wanted kind of the bridge between Thanksgiving and cleaning, so I figured that'd be a good topic just to kind of talk about a little bit. So the next thing is, and I put a lot of thought into this because there's so many conspiracy theories out there, and we've talked about aliens before. I'm not a big believer in aliens, but there is I know some of you are, but 7 wonders of the world. You see, like, all these things, whether it's how do you say it? Machu Picchu, I think, something like that. If I said it wrong, sorry. But and the Great Pyramids, all of those, the Great Wall, and I know a lot of people, they have all these things on National Geographic where you can watch, and it's like there's no way these rocks weigh like 20 tons in the pyramids. So it's just impossible unless you had some high-tech equipment. So it's always been speculated, well, maybe there were aliens, and maybe, that it's funny talking about this, right? Because I don't believe that's what happened, but I'm not going to criticize somebody for their view if that's what they think happened. But yeah, there's a lot of like big, heavy stuff. But I got to thinking about it a little bit. What else were they doing? No, I'm serious. Stop for a second. So we drive down the road, we invent things, we work, we have no time in our day. Some of you have kids, and you see how much time that takes up, and then cleaning and chores, as we just talked about. All these things take up our time, right? So the Great Wall of China was built, and they said it's the largest man-made, and it is several walls that are connected. But there's verification that that was built by people. And now, granted, they're not big 20-ton things. But and Hassan, I have not seen the pyramids live, so I'm going to stop for 1 second. I do want to say I would love to see it. I would kind of be in awe, like, wow. But, I know some of the statistics. I can't say it. I know it, but I can't say the word. I know some of the statistics, and I know they're heavy. And I know it take a lot of people. And I know you'd have to, have some mathematical concepts of how to put this, and this, and they're probably perfect. So, but what else were they doing? They weren't watching TV. They weren't on YouTube. They weren't on Facebook. So they had the time to do this, and they probably had the manpower to do this. And I gotta stop. I'm right in the middle of like my real deep theory of pyramids, and Angela pops in and says, "What's up?" So thank you so much, Angela. See, I think she puts the angel in Angela. It's like a guardian angel. She pops in and throws money in the chat, and thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I wish you have to at least ask me a question though somewhere along the line. She's like, I don't have a question because I'm busy making dinner. So I owe you two because this is twice that you've done this. But I do hope that you had a great Thanksgiving. And Angela, okay, what are you making for dinner? How about that? Before you leave, you can at least let us know that. And I know it's got to be something awesome. Because we were talking about chores, and I do know, because I've seen Angela post some stuff in the past, like some of the things that she can cook. So I'm just kind of curious what she's making right now. Just one second. I don't even want to guess. I don't even want to speculate. Chris says, I made Carl spaghetti. I made your kid spaghetti. She might be back and forth, so I don't want to interrupt her cooking. Then she's gonna burn her food and then blame it on me. So, all right. Oh, Taco Tuesday. I should have guessed it. Well, guess who else had tacos today? That's right. They were only they were like $5 for 3 tacos. I think that's a good price. It wasn't Taco Bell either. It's like a little local taco place. Okay, so thank you so much, Angela. I appreciate that. You're awesome. I'm gonna jump back on the pyramids here because at first when I saw some of these and the show is swayed in a way to make you think that it is impossible, but it's not because this is what they did. They had to build these things. Now, and I think what we do is we look at it and say, well, they weren't capable of doing that because you need to know certain mathematics and you had to get it placed just right. And I guess now that's the thing. I would have liked to seen it. I would like to seen, they get like a couple rocks on there. It's like, no, this one needs to go over a little bit. So we got to take this down, or this is the wrong size. We got to rebuild it. Yeah, I guess that's the only thing that's a little bit confusing. So, Angela, I will tell you this. I'm back and forth between the pyramids and cooking. I can cook, but you're out toward San Diego, and I visited San Diego one time. It was like on my list. It's like San Diego and Phoenix were like 2 places I always wanted to go. And both times I went there, it was freaking cold. And people in Phoenix were like, it's never cold here. And then when I went to San Diego, they said the same. They said, it's never cold here. So I just give up. I give up going to my dream places. So, but thank you. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm gonna follow up on this whole pyramid thing. I just wanted to talk about it a little bit and read some of your comments about the secrets and how they happen and those things. But to be continued. There's more that we need to talk about on this topic because I think it's doable. But it could have taken years. And you could have just think about it. You probably have a couple things. You got to worship, that was important. You have to make food, that was important. You have to procreate, which is important. And then that's probably pretty much your lifestyle. And then you got to build the wall or the pyramid or whatever the case may be. So a lot of times people might have got up and it's like, what are you going to do today? I got to go work on the wall. Okay. And then 20 years later, you're born into it. It's like, what do you do? Well, I got to work on the wall or the pyramid, depending on what culture you're from. It's part of their culture. So that's all I'm saying. I still think it's miraculous, but doesn't mean that they had like these extraterrestrial people helping them. All right, Let's get into a little bit of Walking Dead. We did talk about this the other night. We talked about it in the reaction video. Morgan going over to Fear, and Morgan said, what? Morgan said he told everybody goodbye. He's gone. I thought it was just going to be a cameo, a couple of episodes he was filming. So here's a question I have for you. How long do you think Morgan's going to be on Fear the Walking Dead? And we got people already. I can see Rial. I'm not liking this. I didn't like it either. But I figured after a couple of days I'd be over the shock of it not being Abraham, and maybe I'd be able to kind of move on and get over it. I'm not over it. Jack, the Facebook page is the 999 Army, the Walking Dead 999 Army. So E-Beach says 4 episodes. All right, so those of you that are like me, that are distraught about it, are you upset because it's not Abraham? Or are you upset because you just don't think Morgan makes sense? Jamila Jones. Hello, 999 Gaming. This is my first time on your stream live, but I watch all your stuff. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. That's an awesome thing to say. I appreciate having you here. Julie says, I felt like Lenny seemed ticked or upset about this on Talking Dead. Yes, I agree with you 100%. That's a good point. No, they didn't. Okay, they didn't say he was playing Morgan, but they did say it was a crossover, so it's implied it's Morgan. Emmy says, yes, I want it to be Abraham, and Morgan doesn't make sense. So, wait. Emmy picked both. I told you were greedy. I give you 2 options and said pick one, and you picked both. Come on, Emmy. Can't do that. But I agree. That's funny. That is great. That might be the best comment. Rosie Duarte says, Morgan will kill himself having to deal with that family on Fear. Yeah, it's not the Whisperers that kill Morgan. It's yeah, that's what'll happen. Morgan will do a couple episodes on Fear, and he'll remember how bad it was, and he'll go back and be back in real time on The Walking Dead, and someone will cross over, like Nick or Madison or Alicia, and he's just going to say, oh no, not you again, and he just puts his own head on the pike. I love it. I think we figured it out. I think we figured out how the season is going to end. Let's see. Hassan says, Morgan will help Fear. Well, I don't. You know what? They could dig Shane up and send him over to Texas, and Shane would help Fear. Fear needs a lot of help. I'm complaining, but I'm going to watch it again. I mean, you know, it's like, what else am I going to do? He didn't seem like an actor that had just landed a big part, I'll tell you that. It was more like, yeah, I'm told all the people goodbye. I didn't go back and watch it. I called enough of that interview the first time. I know some of you actually messaged me on Kick and said you went back and watched it after we talked about it. His body language says everything. There's no faking that. Yeah, we can show that. I agree. Mike. Let's see. Kicks are real life. Morgan is not dying, everyone. They said he had a bunch of story left. No, he does have a bunch of story left. In the next 8 episodes, they're going to tell his story, and they're going to tell him goodbye. He's gone. Gone. He's out. You can't fake that emotion. All right, let's get a few more Morgan comments. So Brene said he seemed a little disappointed. And he kept kind of looking to the side. Like, he looked down to the left, but if you notice toward the end of the interview, he looked over to the right, and I think whoever was filming it was probably like, shh, dude, Gimple just heard what you said. You can't say that. And then he didn't care. It was like, whatever. What's he going to do, fire me? They've already announced that I'm going over to Fear. I got the contract signed. Can't do anything to him now. Not like they're going to bring him back on Walking Dead. That bridge is burnt. When you get demoted from Walking Dead to Fear, that might be worse than being fired. Go to your job tomorrow. Do something wrong. If your boss walks up to you and says, "You know what? We're going to put you on Fear the Walking Dead." It's like, no, just fire me, please. Hold on. John, what's up? Hey, John, thank you for that super chat donation. Appreciate that. No question. Why are you guys donating money in super chat and not asking questions? So, John, O2, give me something, man. Give me a Walking Dead comment. So, appreciate you so much, man. Thank you. It could be. I mean, we do a lot of speculations. Maybe. I don't think, Steph. I don't think it was intentional. It just didn't look like good acting. Yeah, and if the oh, here we go. Thank you, John, with a follow-up. All right, look. So we're going to stop. John did a super chat donation. I don't know if the moderators caught that, but I wanted a follow-up question. So luckily I was able to find it because it didn't highlight. So John O2 says, do you think that Rick will trade the POWs at Hilltop to the Garbage Pail Kids for the better deal Jade? Ooh. She did want some people, right? That is a great question, and I know some things that are going to happen with Rick and with the Garbage Pail Kids, but I can honestly say I don't know the answer to that question. But that could be a nice negotiating tool. So, very good. Let's see what you guys think. People are a resource. So, how many people think that that's a good bargaining tool? That Rick will be able to go back and say, hey, you know what? You wanted some people? I got 30. I got 30 of them. Sorry, that was my Rick's voice trying to negotiate a better deal than Negan. What did Negan say? Negan's like 15, 10, whatever. So if she wanted 15, I got 30. Coral. And then maybe he gets his boots back. She took his boots. Boots. Have 2. Need 4. Boots. That'd be Jadis, like, trying to negotiate something with Rick. All right. There you go. You guys got bonus action there. You got Rick, and then you got Jadis back to back. I wasn't planning on giving you a little improv Jadis, but sometimes it just happens like that. See? Hey, great comment, John. A lot of people are agreeing with that. Yes, great bargaining tool. Give them away. Give Jared away. Yeah, they can trade Jared. That'd be the first one. Give them any five. Any five, $5. Yep, they can take them all. Trade Sadiq. No, no, no. We're not trading Sadiq. I like Sadiq. Sadiq's going to be a star. All right. We're going to move on to the next topic. Because we're talking about things that don't have a lot of explanations, I guess. So I just want to talk a little bit about, and I don't really know how I'm going to address this topic, but magic. I had a friend who did magic, and I knew how some of the things were done, but there's just some things he just did so fast. Let me ask this question. Are any of you magicians, or do any of you know magicians? Just take a quick survey. I see Shanny D is in the house. Jenna made it too. Thank you. Appreciate both you ladies popping in. Oh, and thanks for staying up late, Charlie. Appreciate that. All the way in Ireland, man. Thank you. Well, I have to say, you know, the pyramids probably blow some people away. Magic is something that just blows me away. Especially, you know, I know there's books and guides and things that you can do, but there's some stuff that, I don't know. I was watching, I don't know, it was one talk show. Might have been Stephen Colbert. It could have been somebody. I don't know. This guy was eating different things. Like, really spooky looking guy. He looked like a vampire. He had like some real dark eyes, some dark hair. If you have dark eyes and dark hair, I'm not saying you look like a vampire. But I don't know the comedian's name. But he was drinking fish, and he could like bring the fish back out with like bottles and stuff. And there were fish that he had there, somewhere in there, that were there for a long time. I don't know how he did it, but that was pretty bizarre. So if it wasn't magic, it was creepy as it was creepy. So when you see something that is good and beyond, I don't know, that seems a little bit more extraterrestrial to me than some of the other stuff that we're talking about. Somebody said Chris Angel. That's Lindsay Luke. Lindsay Luke, what's up? Good to see you as well. So do you have a favorite? So maybe you don't like magic, but do you have a favorite magician? If you do, I know it was gross. But if you go back and watch it, it was gross and it was amazing at the same time. The fish was alive, man. He didn't hurt the fish. David Blaine. Who else? What are some of your other favorites? Because I'm gonna go and I'm gonna look into some of this stuff. So maybe one day I'll do a little magic. David Copperfield. Because you've always heard the term like smoke and mirrors, right? So when I was over the summer when I was at Virginia Beach, I went through like this house of mirrors thing. That was creepy too. Because, you know, some of it is what you see, the view, get you looking one way, do something else. Oh, that's the other thing. Why I was at Virginia Beach. You know, you walk along, well, if you've never been there, you don't know, but think of any boardwalk. But if you walk along the boardwalk and there was a dude doing magic and he was creepy too. By creepy, I mean he could do things that I was right there watching him. I was a foot away from the guy. And I'm always looking like, how you pull this? So I know, you know, they try to get you to look over to the right, and I'm always the one looking at his left hand like, I ain't taking my eyes off your left hand. I'm just going to watch until you do something. And I was doing that the whole time. He's probably like, this guy's a weirdo. He won't stop watching my left hand. But he was doing some stuff that, even though he did it, I was like, how'd he do that? He took like a hat, and he put the hat down, and he picked it up, and there was no egg there, and then he put the hat back down, and there was an egg there. And I was watching everywhere that you're not supposed to, that didn't sound right. I was not watching everywhere you're not supposed to watch, but I was looking for any clues, and it just wasn't happening. I'm not reading every comment. Um, your paycheck is a great magician. Ah, poof, and it disappears. Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, I can justify and say, yeah, it was in the hat. But he pulled up the hat and showed it to you and did all this stuff, and you didn't see it. Just seemed, I don't know, seemed like he had some ability that not easily recognized. So before we get to VR goods, I do have a question because do do any of you have parents that would listen to music or they had a favorite song and they would either play the same song over and over or make you listen to a song that maybe wasn't your favorite song? If you did, type the song. Type your repeat song. Now, I'm not talking about your go-to song, but maybe one that you became your repeat song because of someone else. And I'm just going to give you a couple that I know from other people are their repeat songs. Big bands from any particular songs that are out there. November Rain, Back in Black. Nicholas, your parents listened to Back in Black over and over? November Rain just doesn't seem like a very up-tempo song to play over and over again. I mean, I like it, but I just don't know if that would be a song I do. I mean, I love Guns N' Roses. Total Eclipse of the Heart. Turn around bright. No, that would get creepy after a while. I like it, but yeah, over and over, I don't know if I would want it as a repeat song. So what are some songs that, like someone had told me that their parents had always listened to The Lion Sleeps Tonight. In the jungle, the tiny, or something. I don't even know. I just know. But then it's got that one part in the chorus, a wing away, a wing away, a wing away, something like that. I don't know, man. I don't know if that would be a good song to hear over and over. That I think that would make you go a little bit nuts. More than a feeling, Steph. That could be a song you could listen to, I think, a few times. I see my Mary Ann walking away. Yeah, that would be good, right? It's just because you guys are up there from Boston. That's why you like Boston. I think Elvira was another one that some people listen to, or their parents. A giddy up, bop, mow, mow. Yeah, I mean that. Sympathy for the Devil. Guns N' Roses or Rolling Stones? I know you're going to say Stones. Electric Avenue. That would be Nicholas who? Eddie Grant. We've got to rock on to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that's one. Blueberry Hill. I found my thrill. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, what is a song that? Okay, those are things that you had. Now, do you have a go-to song that you would play over and over again, and you don't care who listens to it? You could listen to it like 10 times. Lynn's mom saying Delta Dawn. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a what? Faded rose from days gone by? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure about the next part. No, I rock. Not Easy. Easy Street is one we did listen to. You know what, JB? I ain't gonna lie. I won't ever try to sing an Adele song, but I would listen to that song. I just liked it. I liked how she sang it. Yeah, Rolling in the Deep. Mr. SRA is Can't Touch This. Hold on, I rock. Mandy? What? Barry Manilow? I messed up I think the first time I heard Barry Manilow, I didn't think it was Mandy. I thought he was singing about like his old man or something. Oh, Mandy. Yeah. I wasn't paying attention when I first heard it. I like it, but yeah. KC and the Sunshine Band. I love doing these because we just get a good range of like where everybody's at. And um, it did. I know. I could do Mandy 24/7. Yeah, it did sound weird. You know what? I just read it. I just read your comment. You know what? I didn't even say it was your comment, so I said it. So now people are going to think it sounded more weird because I said what you wrote, and now I have to, yeah, it's getting crazy now. Itsy witsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. Wow, awesome. Awesome range of music here. I can't, man, I just love music. And Saturday, Bay City Rollers. I know where you're going with that. Oh, E-Beach Honesty. Honesty. I don't know that I could play that over and over again. I mean, maybe if I was really drinking and really out of it, I probably could. I don't think I could just drive down the road and have that rocking or anything. Oh, here you go. How about, why is no one, Men at Work? Do you come from a land down under? You know what? That's I didn't know what a Vegemite sandwich was until I heard that song. He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. Yeah, that part. And I was like, what the heck is a Vegemite sandwich? I guess it's like black peanut butter. Aussies may not like it being, I don't know, being compared to peanut butter. I'm just saying, it's just like it's a spread. I've never tried it personally. Happy, there you go, Rosie. Happy's a song you could put in there. How come nobody said Love Hurts by Nazareth? Could you not just turn that up and rock it? Like, and I'm not talking about like the Band-Aid commercial or the Gatorade commercial. I'm talking about just some um, Major Tom by the remake Major Tom, I Rock, or wait, actually there were two remakes. There was David Bowie did Major Tom, and Peter Schilling did Major Tom, which is personally my favorite version of it. Sorry, rest in peace, David Bowie. I know some David Bowie fans. And then there was another one that was remade like 10 years ago or something by somebody else, by a female group. If you have not heard the remake of Major Tom by Peter Schilling, I would strongly suggest listening to it. Not right now. You can wait till after the stream. But you guys just do me a favor. If you like the song Major Tom, check out Peter Schilling's version of it later tonight. And just let me know in the next stream what you think. Okay, real quick question, and then we're going to get into the 90s Showdown. Because a lot of people have never even heard the remake. Virtual goods, Bitcoin hit over 9,000. We know that's pretty crazy stuff. You got like so many different virtual things. And then there's games that you guys keep getting on these different music, and it like brings my attention back. Just a real quick question here. Should virtual items be counted as inventory, as real items, even though they're electronic? So, for example, if you have a downloaded music, should it carry a value? I mean, you paid a value for it. I mean, I know you can't sell it. It's not like a record or a CD or anything like that. But I'm just curious your stance. You know, baseball cards, you used to have baseball cards, and now you can collect virtual baseball cards. And now you have all these things virtual currency. It's like its own economy. Almost every game that you play World of Warcraft, there's virtual currency. You play all these other games, and there's virtual currency. So here's my question. See, we're mixed on this. Yeah, but not everything has to be tangible to carry a value. Patents aren't tangible, they carry a value. So I'm just saying with the proof of purchase, if it's a virtual item, I think it should carry a value. And I think it should be counted as an asset. Just food for thought. Anyway, I just want to plant that seed there. Virtual inventory. Steph, here's the question. I did mention this, I think, with Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin 4 years ago was $500, $450 actually. And I bought some Bitcoin at $450. Did not buy enough at $450. Never bought a pizza with it. But, you know, people said at $450 it was overvalued. People said at $2,500 last year it was overvalued. Hit $5,000 this year, dropped back down to $3,500. People said overvalued, bubble. And now, long-term investment, I don't know, Steph. I have a hard time recommending something over $9,000. But, yeah, I can't give advice on that. That's a tough one. But anyway, I'm just going to say, with Bitcoin, with virtual currency, with things that are electronic, I think if Bitcoin can be an asset, then if patents can be intangible and have a worth, if copyright can be worth, I think virtual goods should be worth something. And I think that people who put their money in that should get some type of value. Anyway, I buy a lot of virtual goods. I guess I'm a little bit jaded or partial, both. All right, let's move on. Let's get to what we have been debating. We're going to get back to the 90s Showdown. So I just want to throw that virtual goods thing in there because I'm just doing some brainstorm. I'm just doing a little bit of thinking. I'll let you know a little bit later on where this is going to go. But I got some ideas, that's all. Just some different ideas. I don't think a lot of people sort of think about virtual goods and putting a value on it. All right, So we did kind of talk about the music and the repeat songs, which is going to take us into the 90s showdown. So last week, and you guys remember we had a lot of fun with this in the 80s. So we decided, you decided, I didn't decide, that we would kick this off and get our top bands of the 90s and pit them up against each other. So we narrowed it down to 16, but we had a write-in ballot. So we had to add a 17th person, and we're going to pit them all up against each other in different matchups. So we got people already voting. No voting yet. Okay. So here's the way this works. If you guys are new to the stream or not sure, no, Glenda, I'm not adding George Strait. We already added one person. But thank you for the suggestion. All right. So here are the well, I'm not going to give you all the matchups. So the way it works is I'm going to pick two bands. I want you to think about what they mean to you, the songs, everything that they've done, and just simple. Just decide who's the best. So Shanny, we started with 32, and this is our round of 16. So here we go. Let's get this thing going. I'm not going to waste any time. We're going to start with the Man in the Box, Alice in Chains. Feed My Eyes. Can You Sew Them Shut? Against Metallica, Alice in Chains versus Metallica. It is a showdown of epic proportion. Alanis Morissette would not have made it past the first round anyway. I want you to know she would have lost real fast. Sorry, I'm just messing with you, Lindsay. I'm kind of taking her best song and just, there you go. All right, Metallica versus Alice in Chains. We got Metallica with an early vote. We got Metallica with a second vote. Come on. Shanny D says Metallica. Come on, somebody's got to be for Alice in Chains, right? All right, Kristen is, we got Alice in Chains now. Kel says, oh, look at this. There's Metallica. Metallica is running away with it. So we got about 4 Alice in Chains and a whole bunch of Metallica's so good they can even remake Bob Seger songs. All right, I'm going to call it. Metallica gets the win, is moving on to the next round. There we go. All right, this is going to be a tough matchup. Don't speak. I know just what you're saying, so please stop explaining. How about Gwen Stefani and No Doubt versus Red Hot Chili Peppers? And I got a feeling this could be somewhat lopsided, but I do have to tell you, both of these bands were very, very important to me. I love No Doubt. But it's hard to argue Chili Peppers just had a ton of hits. Couple early No Doubts. You're Just a Girl, right? Oh, 3 No Doubts. 3 No Doubts and Chili Peppers. 4. All right, and then it's 4-3. 6-4. 6-5. 2 more Chili Peppers makes it 7, 8. Oh, here come the Chili Pepper fans. There we go. Chili Peppers up by about 4, 5. Another No Doubt. We've got a few more people voting. Chili Peppers got a pretty good lead here, though. Balances out. I think they're up by about 6. Pretty easy stuff. All right, going once, going twice. Sold. All right, done. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Are we getting more write-in ballots for George Strait? You guys are killing me. No. I'm going to put, you guys keep on, I'm going to put New Kids on the Block against Garth Brooks. All right. Sorry, Gwen. I do like some Tragic Kingdom, but it is Chili Peppers. All right. Talk about two different styles. How about Tupac versus 9 Inch Nails? Tupac versus 9 Inch Nails. This is going to test your music knowledge. No, you can't write Eminem back in because Eminem got smoked last week by U2, no doubt. With or without you. All right, let's see. Tupac versus 9 Inch Nails. So we got Tupac. Oh, it's tied 2-2. 9 Inch Nails goes up by 3. Now they're up by 2. Now they're up by 1. 9 Inch Nails 1, 2, 3. 2 more Tupac. Another Tupac. Another Tupac. 9 Inch Nails up by 1. Now it's tied. Jeff Kerrigan cast a tying vote. Deidre Perkins says Tupac. iRock6 says 9 Inch Nails. Tommy says Tupac. 9 Inch Nails. Still tied. Emmy. Rosie. Both coming in with 9 Inch Nails. Kel, you already voted. John, 9 Inch Nails. The Zombie Fox, 9 Inch Nails. Jenna and Jean. This is winding down. It is winding down. And going once, going twice. Steph Cuervo. It is 9 Inch Nails by 3. 9 Inch Nails pulls it out by 3. That was close. Nice close battle. I do love me some Tupac. And if I had to cast a vote there, I would have voted for Tupac personally. But not my choice. You guys have spoken. All right. And you ladies have spoken. We got 3 matched up against each other. Last week there was a tie between Weezer and Oasis. So this time, you know what we're going to do to make sure there's no tie between Weezer and Oasis? We're going to go Weezer, Oasis, and Mariah Carey. The big 3. Sorry. I don't know if I want any of these 3 to advance to the next round, to be honest with you. Mariah Carey, Weezer, and Oasis. Somebody has to win. It's got to be somebody. Let's see. Mariah Carey, fresh off canceling her concert. We're not mad. We're not mad that she canceled her concert. But think about the body of work. This shouldn't be close if you think about hits. All right, we got Rial's coming in early with Mariah Carey. We got Weezer, more Mariah Carey, Oasis, Mariah Carey, more Mariah, Weezer, and Oasis. Mariah's up by about 2. A couple of Oasis coming in. All right, I got Oasis tied with Mariah. Weezer's down 1 after iRock. Oh, Lindsay gives Oasis the lead. Another Mariah Carey. Oh, we got some last minute Weezer. It is right now. It's a 3. Believe it or not, it's a 3-way tie. Hassan gives the edge to Mariah. Melissa goes Oasis. Glenda says Mariah. Jenna says Oasis. Weezer a little bit behind now. Weezer's down by a couple to both Mariah and Oasis. Well, Lonnie says Oasis. Going once. Going twice. Are we going to have a tie? It is. Nicholas says Mariah Carey. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the last couple votes. We got a couple people, just a little bit of lag. I got you already, iRock. I got your Weezer. Oasis squeaks it out at the end. So that was close. That was actually close to a three-way tie. Oasis. All right. No outside influence here. You got to be real to the music. So here we go. So we are going to say Eddie Vedder and Pearl Jam. Think about Pearl Jam against Garth Brooks. I know we got friends in low places, but has Jeremy spoken today? Pearl Jam versus Garth Brooks. Let's see who you guys got in the showdown. I'm staying out of it. Like I said, I'm neutral in these. You guys know where I go with this, but it's all about you. I could sing some Yellow Ledbetter for you, though. So we got Pearl Jam. We got Garth. Pearl Jam. Garth. 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 Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam. Garth. Garth. Pearl Jam. I got Garth up 4 over Pearl Jam. Don't vote twice. 5. Better slightly. Drops it down to 4. We got 3 Pearl Jams coming in versus 1 Garth Brooks. Garth up by 3. Tommy says not even close. So 2. Kel would like to record some Garth Brooks, and I will definitely upload it for her. Well, Lonnie says tie, so he can't decide. I've got Garth up by about 3 right now. A couple people on lag. Steph says, I only like 3 Pearl Jam songs. That's 2 more than the number of Garth Brooks songs that I like. Sorry. Going once. Going twice. In a epic upset. Garth Brooks upsets Eddie Vedder and Pearl Jam. Garth Brooks takes out... I'm in shock. How does that happen? The silence? Yeah. That's hundreds of millions of people that bought Pearl Jam albums, like saying, what is going on here? What just happened? That's the silence. Garth takes out Eddie Vedder. I think Kel's been sending some personal emails out to people. Yeah, but you know what? One day they're going to step up to the big boys. All right, we've got, this is going to be a tough matchup here. Well, I don't know. I mean, if you take the, once again. All right, moving on. Guns N' Roses versus REM. Guns N' Roses versus REM. Yeah. Well, match Axl Rose up versus Garth Brooks. See what happens then. I'm just saying. All right, we got some Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses. 4 Guns N' Roses so far. 5. Wow, there's not a single person. Okay, somebody came in with REM, but we're going to call this early. Look at this. Ooh, Lindsay says REM better music. Kristen says REM, of course. But there's a whole lot of Guns fans out there. All right, welcome to the jungle. I'm calling this early. It's Guns N' Roses up by probably 15 at this point. I thought it'd be a little closer. REM had some great songs, good music. But Guns N' Roses takes it. So far we got Chili Peppers, Guns N' Roses, 9 Inch Nails, Garth Brooks, Oasis, Metallica. There's only 4 more matchups. I still got a horse in this race. But I don't know for how long. All right, let's just get it out there. Nirvana versus U2, With or Without You. 1, I mean, you can go through some awesome U2 songs, but Nirvana has been the king of the 90s for a long time. In almost every survey, every poll. Obviously, one of my personal favorites. You guys know me. Nirvana versus U2. Let's see. Rial is coming out early and says U2. Nirvana fans are coming out. We got Zane. We got JB. Rossiter. 1, 2, 3, 4 U2 coming out of nowhere. Nirvana, no question. Nirvana, Nirvana, Nirvana. We had a few U2 jump out there for a second, but the Nirvana up there. Rosie and Nicholas coming in with U2. Tommy saying Nirvana. Hassan says Nirvana. Emmy and I rock U2. Jenna says Nirvana. Lindsay says U2 all the way. Got Nirvana up by about 4. A little closer. U2, there's 5. U2 had, I mean, they're one of the greatest bands of all time, but it's hard to knock Nirvana. Smells Like Teen Spirit. Nirvana takes it down, advancing to the next round. And our last matchup of the night is, I'm just going to say, it's one of my favorites. Matchbox 20. I mean, Matchbox 20 did some amazing stuff in the 90s, but so did Green Day. Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything? Or, it's 3 a.m., I must be lonely. Matchbox 20 versus Green Day. Final matchup of the night. Let's send one of them to the next round. Unless we have a tie, we will have straight matchups, and we won't have to matchup versus matchup versus matchup. Matchbox 20 versus Green Day. Last matchup of the night. Let's see who you guys are coming in with. Got to think about... Actually, you know what? So many good songs between both of these groups. Couple Green Day, Matchbox 20, Green Day, Matchbox 20, Green Day up 3, Matchbox 20 coming back. 1, 2, 3, 3 Green Day. 4 Green Day. 2 more Matchbox 20. I got them up by about, Green Day's up by about 5. Killing it. 4, 3. Two more Green Day. Tommy says Green Day. You guys have you just ripped the heart out of the host. One of my all-time favorites, Rob Thomas. I'm saddened right now that Green Day has won in such a landslide. But you know, I got to call it. I can't even watch this. I can't even watch you guys vote on this. All right, I'm not even gonna, unless there's like 5 Matchbox 20s that come out of nowhere. I'm gonna wind the stream down. I'm gonna go listen to Matchbox 20. It's nothing. It's so normal. You just stand there. I could say so much, but I won't go there because I don't want to. Green Day, moving on to the next round, and Matchbox 20 is gone. Oh well, you guys won't hear me sing any Matchbox 20 songs in the finals, that's for sure. All right, let me give you a quick recap. Rosie, Maroon 5 didn't really do anything in the 90s, so no. That would be the 2000s. All right. Let's see who we got advancing so far. We got Chili Peppers beat No Doubt. Guns N' Roses beat REM. 9 Inch Nails beat Tupac. Garth Brooks beat Pearl Jam. Oasis took out Mariah and Weezer. Nirvana over U2. Green Day takes out the host favorite, Matchbox 20. And Metallica takes out Alice in Chains. So those are your final 8 that we will get into next week. So it is winding down. No more write-in votes. Do not tell me you want George Strait added to the list. This is the list we're going with. At this point, anybody that should have been in it is gone. Sorry, Alanis Morissette. So your final 8, Chili Peppers, Guns N' Roses, 9 Inch Nails, Garth Brooks, Oasis, Nirvana, Green Day, and Metallica. So I want to thank all of you guys for being here. Appreciate you guys spending Tuesday night hanging out with the 999 Army, myself, the moderators, and the regular group that we have that came in. So, you know, tonight we just talked a little bit about some of the worst chores and your holiday plans, how some of those pyramids are built, Morgan's reaction on The Walking Dead, some strange magical tricks, repeat songs, a little bit of virtual reality, and your 90s showdown. So that's what we got. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate all of you guys being here. If you guys can give me a quick 999 in the comment stream, I'm going to do a couple shout-outs, and we're going to wind this thing down and head on out the door. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow night for Wednesday Walkers. We're going to talk strictly Walking Dead. There will be some crossover talk. It'll be a little bit more detailed and in-depth. And also, if you guys could just slap the like button as well, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys being here. And it is shout-out time. So just want to say thank you to Tommy, to Kel, Charlie Rice, what's up? Emmy Bacon, Steph the Cuervo Queen, JB, what's up, JB? Nicholas Chinchilla, Shanny D, Little Michon, thank you so much. Hassan Shabazz, Brene, appreciate you being here. E Beach, what's up? Jeff Kerrigan. Rossiter, or is it Rossiter? Rossiter. Glenda Batista, what's up? Sylvia B in the house, thank you, Sylvia. Zane Thomas. Zane, if you could log on Walking Dead March to War, we'd greatly appreciate seeing you again at some time. It'd be nice. What's up, man? Tommy's out of here like Morgan. Tommy, you're actually out of here like Pearl Jam as well. Lindsay Luke. What's up, Lindsay? Brandon Hutton, thanks for being here. Salem Blue, I Rock 6. Corson Drax, what up, what up? Rosie Duarte, Harley Quinn, Linda Zombie Fox, Kristen Beach. Also to John O2C, and also to Angela. Thank you for your super chat donations. Appreciate that. Jenna. See, I knew. Jenna says bye, and Vegemite is not like peanut butter. I'm just going on what they say on Google. Google told me it was like peanut butter. I've never tried it. Just saying. Jeff Kerrigan, thank you. Gene Atkins, thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Northside Queen, hello. I saw you sneak in there. Thank you so much. Hey, Brand, you have a good one too, man. Thank you. I think that's what happened. Salen says, I bet you a lot of people are waiting for their favorite group to make it before they hit the like button. Yeah, I knew they were holding that like button hostage. That's the way they do it, man. I'm the victim here. See, I'm the victim. The likes are the victim, and Rob Thomas was the victim. We're all victims. If I miss you in a shout-out, just make sure I catch you on the next time. And also, once this video goes live, if you guys could get over there and just leave your comments. If you think one of your groups got slighted, get over there and leave the comments in the comments section as well. So, appreciate that. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I will talk to y'all soon, and well, I'll talk to you tomorrow night. Peace.